This week on Steve's Outdoor Adventures. Steve West is hunting in southeast British Columbia at the base of the Rocky Mountains in the Kootenay region. He's looking for a color-phased black bear and has 2 tags to fill. Will he be able to close the deal at the moment of truth? Find out this week on Steve's Outdoor Adventures.
Welcome to this week's episode of Steve's Outdoor Adventures. This week we're in the Kootenay Mountains of southeast British Columbia. And while we're going to see a lot of elk and moose and even some grizzly bears, we're hunting for color-phased black bears. And we're going to be joined by a rising star in the outdoor television industry, Kristi Titus. So let's head into the field and let the adventure begin. Not only was Kristi Titus joining us in camp this week, but so were my good friends Rick and Julie Kruder from Beyond the Hunt TV.
Because under the pants, there's not much you can do about that. Time to do some shooting.
When we arrived here in the backcountry, I just couldn't believe how big and beautiful and modern that the lodge that we were going to be staying in was. Not only was it just a fantastic facilities, but the setting, you can't ask for more. Every day you wake up, you walk out on the deck and there's snow-capped peaks and green meadows and everything all around you. The river runs by. It's just a beautiful setting for a hunting lodge.
Steve followed the rule of ladies first and helped professional hunter Kristi Titus take a big bruin early in the hunt.
We're gonna go up here and we're gonna hit a cow call because we know there's a black bear in here. So we're hoping we can call in this bear. But they're a little nervous about grizzlies coming in. You never know, could get really western. I'm not responsible if I pee my pants.
We spent most of our time glassing clear cuts and slides and sneaking along old logging roads in pursuit of the black bear.
We've spotted some whitetails feeding in the top of the clear cut. Some elk up above us. No bears yet. Gotta keep looking. Let the optics do the work.
We were sneaking along this old logging road just before dark, and all of a sudden, there was a bear.
Is he looking away from us?
At the end of May and the first week of June, the rut's in full swing. And when you spot a sow, there's usually a boar right behind her.
The bears moved downhill into the heavy timber and we moved up and all of a sudden they were right below us.
Follow Steve's Outdoor Adventures on Facebook and Twitter to keep up with all the latest events and get live updates from the field. When we stepped up to the bank and looked down, they were right there. The sow took off and the boar stuck around just long enough for Christy to drop the hammer.
Done deal? Done deal. Oh, Christy, you didn't need the sticks that close, did you? Good girl.
No, I didn't need them.
Yep. You didn't go 20 yards.
No, he didn't go far at all. That's it. This is how we do it, guys. Woo!
Sit.
This is a beautiful,
Nice hair.
beautiful bear.
We had a great hunt tonight. Hunting this old skid road, spotted this black bear on the side of the road. I'm getting set up to take a shot, and up pops a second bear. So we had to come in and take a closer look, make sure it wasn't a sow and a cub. The bears went down below on the bank, and we just kind of chopped it up and kept hunting down that old skid road, and it ended up getting in on a little a cub
Little
down the
chocolate
road.
cub.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. You know, Sean kept reminding us that these bears, they'll come down here and there's nothing really for them to eat down in the trees. He said, you watch, there's a good chance they'll be back up on that old skid road on the way back. And sure enough, they were right underneath the road.
I had like a 15-yard shot on this boar, tops, and all I could see was his head and a front shoulder, and I just, pounded him through his front shoulder, and he didn't roll 20 yards, I don't think, down this hill, and he was done. It was a great, it couldn't have gone any better.
Perfect.
Got a great guide here, and it's just fantastic. I can't thank you both enough for this trip.
Oh, anytime. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sean, great job again.
I should have brought my bow, right? Thank you.
Where is he? Right here?
With Christy's tag filled, the hunters celebrated with an outdoor barbecue before Steve headed into the field to focus on finding a color-phased bear.
The treats today just keep on coming. Camp Wings. Sean's private blend.
There's nothing better than home fried potatoes on the fire in British Columbia. I don't think. This is great.
Wow. All that
Well, we spotted a bear across the valley here in a cut block. Oh, as you can tell, we're hauling ass to get there. But hopefully he'll stick around out in the middle of this cut block and we can get a stalk on him. Looked like a pretty good one. We got a bear in the clear cut. He's starting to go in the timber. So we gotta boogie it up here. Let's see if we can get on him.
Sean spotted these bears feeding on the kind of the landing below us. We moved into position, got set up. When I saw that bear was chocolate, it was over. If you think that all I do is smile for the camera and go hunting, then you'd be wrong. I've spent the majority of my adult life booking hunters on high quality, big game hunts with the best outfitters and guides in the industry. The same ones you see me hunting with on my television show. So if you'd like to book a guided big game hunting adventure, give me a call and I'll personally help you book the hunting or fishing trip of a lifetime.
Before we went to commercial break, Steve West and guide Sean Beswick were hunting hard to find color-phased black bears.
Yep. Nice shot, Steve. Good shoot. Hey.
That's a nice bear.
That's a nice bear.
Steve is carrying a .338 Winchester Magnum loaded with 225 grain Corbon T DPX bullets and topped with a Burris 3-9 rifle scope. The perfect combination for big spring Bruins.
Yeah. That's what it's all about right there. About right there.
This is what it's all about, folks, right here in the Kootenai Mountains of British Columbia. We're working a logging road about a quarter mile up from here. Looked down and spotted them in the clear cut. Made a quick stop, got set up for the shot. Man, let me tell you something, there isn't a prettier bear on the mountain. And this big bad boy's going home with me, and the best part is, I've got a second bear tag and I'm gonna be in the field tomorrow morning going hard. And let me tell you, there's another bear out here that's got my name on it.
Closed captioning sponsored by Kershaw, the official knife sponsor of Steve's Outdoor Adventures. Spring bear hunting involves a lot of glassing, By using high vantage points, hunters and guides glass several square miles of logging cuts, slides, and old roads for feeding bears.
Let's do it. You know, last night of our hunt, in the last hour, you're thinking, I might just go home with one of my bear tags unfilled, but that's when lightning strikes twice, and another color-phased bear popped out in the cut block.
Across the valley, Sean spotted a bear feeding in the clear cut here. I'm trying to make a last minute, last night hunt. It's fading off fast.
If you'd like to book this hunt for yourself, give my office a call. The toll-free number and website address are listed at the bottom of the screen. And I'm always available to take your calls and answer your questions and personally help you book the hunting or fishing trip of a lifetime.
Before we went to commercial break, Steve West and his guide had spotted a big bear from across the valley and were within striking distance.
Right there. Hey, broadside, right there. Hey, it's over there. It's over there. See, it's a brown bear. It's facing straight away.
We stalked within 200 yards and got all set up, but it just wasn't quite right. Sean said, let's get a little bit closer, and it couldn't have turned out any better.
Yep. Yep. Nice shot, buddy.
That's 2 browns in 2 days.
That's unbelievable.
Steve is shooting a .50 caliber CVA Acura, loaded with 150 grains of IMR white hot powder, pushing a 250 grain Power Belt Aerolite bullet, and topped off with the Burris Eliminator laser scope for extended range hunting. The ultimate muzzleloader hunting combination.
Done.
Nice. That is nice.
I'm telling you. You're gonna look. Those are the same bear we saw here.
Look at this. Woo! That's what it's all about right there. Oh, what a beautiful bear. Look at that color. Oh, man, what an awesome bear.
Just range them and eliminate them. That was our motto tonight. Busted out the CVA muzzleloader. We were on a stalk across the valley over here on another bear that just didn't quite materialize for us. Sean here spotted this bear come out in the clear cut. He said, hop in, boys, we got a haul. So we took off across the valley. I don't know, probably about a quarter mile back. We parked, started our stalk up through here. Spot him, he's looking at us, but I think he was looking at those whitetails that buggered out. Anyway, we took off up the logging road, spotted him, moved up on him. I ranged him at 200 yards, but it just wasn't quite right. You know, it's not that I didn't have the shot, it's just that everything wasn't lining up. Sometimes I'm on him, the camera's not, the camera's on him, I'm not. So we decided to go ahead and get a little bit closer and get a more perfect setup. Sean picked a root wad, we got there, I put my pack up on it, put the CVA muzzleloader in the pack, ranged him out at 143 yards, the scope gave me the dot, smoked him, dropped him like a rock, and it's another awesome color phase bear. 2 big Bruins in 2 nights. Can't say enough about this area. Thanks a lot, Sean, I really appreciate this. It's an awesome hunt. All of our clients that come here have a great time, whether they're hunting elk or mountain goats, black bears, or in this case, cinnamon bears. Just an all-around world-class experience.
Special thanks goes out to Rick and Julie Kruder, as well as all the staff here in British Columbia. It's been an unbelievable week of hunting, and I hope you've had as much fun watching this program as we did making it. If you'd like to book this hunt for yourself, please feel free to give my office a call. The toll-free number and website address will appear at the end of the program. I'm always available to take your calls and answer your questions. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this week's show. But please remember to join us again next week for another exciting episode of Steve's Outdoor Adventures.
Steve and his friends had shared a fantastic week of hunting and hanging out at one of the best interior black bear hunting destinations in North America. They head home with memories to last a lifetime and a plan to meet again next year in the Rocky Mountains of Southeast British Columbia.
I have a mouse. Oh my God.
That's a fresh sign right there. How'd you get a mouse in your truck, Christy?
Varmints and wildlife are attracted to me. I don't know. This is terrible.
Farm animals. Anyway.